The allergies getting to me. That guy was creepy, the way he was leaning. I think that was an NPC. But it was like leaning in the shadow. That was very creepy.
Dear.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Look at that, I remembered your name.
Oh, howdy. Hi, Lydia.
Hello. Yeah,
How are
you
you?
remembered your... Yeah, sorry. You remembered my name, Douglas.
I'm gonna remember it now. What the fuck are you wearing? It's very bright.
I'm always bright. Have you not noticed that?
It's... You know what? I like it. It's an interesting color combination.
Thank you.
I like
Lydia, have you talked to Declan?
I have not, no. I just woke up.
Oh, okay.
I have a telegram from him. I haven't read it yet, but...
Okay, yeah. That's good.
Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you both. Thank you for,
Likewise.
yeah. I hope you all have a good, safe day.
Yep, you too. Don't get shot.
I should go to my apartment and rest for a little. My ankle hurts still.
You should do that.
What's wrong?
Lydia, do I have your telegram?
I'm not sure if you do or not.
What is it?
It's YZ024, Young Zebra.
Woodrow.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I had a small accident. I was slipping down a small cliff and I underestimated the height and tried to lean on the ledge. And, well, I landed on my feet, but I twisted my ankle a little and I slipped down, so I have some bruises and abrasions on my hand and my shoulder.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about, but I should not do a lot today.
Yeah, you definitely should rest. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. My horse was just going crazy seeing the wolves, and I tried to calm Sunstar, but I don't know, something was wrong today.
Yeah, you definitely should rest then.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot of bit? You're hurt pretty badly.
A little bit.
No, I'm just correcting you because you need to rest for a little bit more than just a little. You're hurt.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't do any heavy work, maybe just sit with you or just do some light stuff, I think I will be fine. Just they don't want me to walk a lot.
Yeah. You definitely don't need to be standing on your ankle too much. You need to rest it.
Yeah. It was great to see you, Mr. Douglas. Also you, Miss Lydia. And I probably see you later or hopefully in the next days.
All right. Take
And
care.
please tell my regards to Jordan if you see him.
I will do, yes, don't worry. I'll see him later.
Alright. I'll see you. Take care and don't die.
See you.
I'll try.
What were you about to ask about Declan?
I was going to ask if Declan was the one I met up in Coulter.
Oh yeah, that was him. Yeah.
I went to speak, but she was speaking, so I just stopped.
Yeah, it's alright.
I have the ability to barge in a conversation, so I try not to.
I mean, I have a hard time to even talk most of the time, so I tend to stay quiet and wait for my turn to say something, and then normally the time has passed and I give up trying to say what I'm trying to say.
You just gotta fucking shove it in, you know. You just gotta do it.
Yeah, I've got to work on that, honestly.
I think there's a time and a place. I'm honestly half the time I don't really give a fuck, but you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta let people have their say.
Yeah.
I must say the pink on the tartan is new to me. I do like how it's like a network between your shirt and your boots.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very vibrant. I tend to do this a lot. If I'm not in my flower jackets, I'm in something that's just this obnoxiously bright.
You know, I've noticed. I'm doing a bit of self-reflection here, Lydia. Come along with the journey. I've noticed I comment on what people are wearing often, but I haven't changed my outfit in 4 years.
I mean, you like what you like, right?
I can never be arsed. You know, it's not completely torn apart yet.
It's your look. That's what everyone sees you in. I mean,
It's a blessing and a curse, trust me.
yeah. I mean, even though I have so many outfits, people immediately recognize me. So, even if you did have multiple outfits, you know.
The thing is, right, if I change my outfit and walk about, it's like I'm invisible, Lydia.
You know what? Yeah.
I've tested it.
I mean, that's a good thing to have, though, right? If you need to hide or something.
Well, considering I'm a very fucking wanted individual, it does come in handy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I play with fire even just standing here, to be honest.
I was about to say, you're being very brave then, just standing here.
Yeah.
Especially the telegrams.
Yeah. I like to play with fire a little, Lydia, I'm not gonna lie. You've gotta find the joy in life, the spark from somewhere.
Yeah, I get that. Do you know how long you would be thrown in Sisika for if they actually caught you?
Right now, I guess like 3,000 and change.
Oh god, okay.
But that rises every day.
I know that they make you shave your head. Do they also make you shave your beard?
Yes. Yes, they do. When I got out of Sisika, I looked like a testicle who had recently been involved in a shaving accident.
Oh god. Well, here's...
I have no intentions of going back there.
I was about to say, here's hoping you don't ever get caught so that doesn't happen again.
I'm not going back there. I'll either end up on the ground or I won't end up there. I'm not going back. I fucking hate that place.
I mean, I've heard the horror stories. I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. Hello.
Hello. I probably should read this telegram.
The stranger's not very talkative.
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to be... Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
yes,
hear you.
yes.
Hey, I said hello back. I'm not trying to be rude, I promise.
That happens sometimes. You just gotta, clear your
You
throat.
are
Oh,
forgiven.
okay.
Yeah.
Every time I wake up in the
Yeah, I
morning, I
mean-
like to give it a good, really open my vocal
Yeah.
cords.
Yeah.
I just woke up, so that probably is it. My, I got morning voice. What can I say?
Oh, we like a good morning voice.
The season changes is getting my voice, honestly.
Oh, yeah. It too.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like my throat's closing up.
Yep.
On
Yes,
my
me too.
nose. It
This
hurts.
is my morning voice. I don't actually sound like this. It's just an act. What's your name, man?
My name is Valerie. Everybody just calls me Val out here.
Valerie. I don't think we've met before.
I don't think we have. What's your name?
Name's Douglas.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Douglas.
Are you the I was asked about a Valerie yesterday by Pat. Are you the one they were looking for?
Oh, probably. If it was
Okay.
Pat, the guy with the wine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's a friend of mine.
Okay. I'm gonna answer that one later. Alright.
Fucking hate telegrams.
I don't mind them, but sometimes if it's a long telegram, I don't want to answer it right away and just kind of think about it.
I ignore 90% of them.
You don't?
Only 10% of them are worth replying to.
Yeah, there's some telegrams where I know that if I sent a telegram back that simply just acknowledges what they sent to me, they would have to turn around and find a telegram station just to see that I said okay, so I don't answer.
I miss the good old days, going 2 months without seeing a cunt and then just catching up, Fuck it, those were the times.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I'm not entirely. We're supposed to have a scene with Will, but I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to go about that.
Great, now we need to ride across the entire fucking state. See you
Wonderful.
later.
See ya. Guess I'll answer it now.
Good morning.
I'm supposed to be having a scene with Will, but, like, the only thing I could think of is if, like, she just went up there. Because he's on the frontier. But Lydia wouldn't go up there by herself is the problem. Unless he, like, sends a telegram saying he, like, needs her, then yeah, she'll go up there and risk it, but she also doesn't want to disturb, and she doesn't know where Will is, so I don't fucking know.
Good morning to you.
Morning, miss. Good day.
Check on the bar
morning,
since we
miss.
haven't yet. While we think about what to do.
Good morning, ma'am.
Sorry. And of course I got... we'll check the Bastille first.
Hello. Muy bien.
All right. That's good.
Howdy.
Hello.
Enjoy your day, miss.
I remember when men settled arguments with their pistols by the dueling oaks. Now, Edouard will barely raise his voice at that Italian riffraff.
I
see.
Nothing around here, so let's go check that telegram.
Good day, madam.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello there. Mais bonjour.
Hello there. Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Fine morning, my lady.
That's what I don't like. I don't get people charging, especially in the fucking city, with both their horses and wagons. Oh, that's Will. I guess we'll get that scene.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are you, thing? Doing pretty well. Guess you blessed. Ma'am?
Sir.
Hello, darling.
Valentine. No. You know what? I could just do this. There we go. I forgot this is usually the way that I do cut through. I'm riding alongside the road, I might as well use it, right? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh. Okay.
Hang on. It's really cold up enough out here, but it's warm here.
Yeah, it is. And now it's raining. I'm gonna check it.
Hello.
I don't think you've met this horse yet.
What was that?
I don't think you have met this one yet.
No, I haven't.
Her name is Nebula.
Say the name again?
Nebula. Come and pet her.
Hey.
Oh, look at that. She likes you.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. When she was younger, when I first got her, she was still a little, a little colt. She had little white spots on her. So I named her Nebula because it looked like, the night sky.
It's a very good name for her then.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that all of her spots are gone now that she's 4 years old, but what can you do?
I mean, you still know about them. Maybe... Have you kind of brushed back her coat a little bit? Maybe they're kind of hidden underneath the black.
I've looked. The only nice spot is right behind her ear, and she does not like people bothering her. I used to braid her tail all the time when I was a kid. She used to be real ornery back then. Found out it's because I was braiding her tail.
I just
Although
recently...
sometimes she makes me braid her tail.
She makes you?
Yeah, she'll slap me with her tail in a certain way. And just keeps shoving her ass in my face. As you were
That's
saying.
great. I just recently imported Eva over there the other day. She's getting settled in now.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she
Is that
is.
one, that marble looking one?
Yeah,
I'm not sure what
Brindle.
the coat's name is. Brindle, there's the coat.
She's a bit hot off the track, so she's got a bit of a speed to her. She's trying to get used to the fact that she's not at the Derby anymore.
All right. Is she from your place back home?
Yeah, she's from our stable. Monet, she's getting a bit up there in age, so I figured I would import someone else that's a little bit younger.
How old is she?
This one, she's Eva or Monet?
Both of them.
Eva's she's about 5 now. Monet's, I mean, racing horses, they have it hard, so she's not too old, but she's definitely slowing down a bit, so she's about 12. And I have my other horse Vincent as well. He's 8, but he's okay to ride. He doesn't necessarily like being out in the wilderness.
Is it so?
Yeah. I'm kind of forcing all these horses to be out here, and they're not used to it, so they're not used to being horses, I guess. They're so used to the city and the Derby and all that.
Yeah. I've never ridden a Derby horse or anything like that.
They can be a bit much, definitely high-strung. I have to open Eva up a lot just to run the energy, so she's not causing me issues.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Are you sure you're okay?
Nebula tripped over a fucking branch.
Oh.
Or a log or something. Yeah, it was a log. And I went flying about 20 feet because it was a slight downhill, and I rolled. God. By the time I was done rolling, she had already caught up to me. Shoving her frickin' nose in my face. She's always very apologetic whenever she throws me, but she does not mind hurting people, so we should walk away.
Yeah,
before
probably.
she gets ornery with you. I'll go this way. So how have things been?
Things been good. There's a few hiccups. There's some developments. But overall, things have been good. The kitchen's been successful.
Oh
Okay.
yeah? Oh, watch out. Watch it next time.
But yeah, there's a lot to talk about if you're wanting me to fill you in on everything.
I do actually. We'll find a place to sit down and talk.
Okay.
I'm getting too restless up there.
I imagine so. How have you been feeling?
Well, I'm sober now. Although I still get cold sweats, fevers.
Yeah. Last update I got was that you were fighting the fever.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere out of the rain.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be going to some ladies' night tonight.
What's the ladies' night?
Eleanor's hosting it. She hosts ladies' nights occasionally, just for women to mingle. Supposedly there's going to be entertainment. And from what I hear, it's going to be shirtless people, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to feel about it, but you know.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it.
Wow, it's really coming down now.
Yeah, let's hurry up and get into the pub. You don't mind if I have a cigarette, do you?
I'm already lighting one up for myself. But yeah, I was asked to cater for the event tonight, so I did that. I put together the food and drinks, which we should be getting money for the kitchen.
How much are we up by?
We're doing pretty good this month. I mean, the month's just started, but we're doing pretty good. We're up by like 700 something. I'd have to look at my ledger. And then we'll be getting 300 for the catering.
All right.
Yeah. But I thought I was going to be also serving the food tonight, but Mr. Barletti shocked me and said, "No, I'm putting my foot down. You're going to be enjoying yourself, and one of the guys will be doing that." It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you should be enjoying yourself every now and then.
I think everyone's been noticing I put a lot of focus on work.
Yeah. You were just talking to me, you're working hard.
Yeah. It's something to focus on, distract myself about certain things, so.
You know what you mean.
Yeah.
I actually can't wait till I get back.
I have a few ideas.
But
that I'm gonna need your help on, so I can't wait for you to get back to.
Anything new happening? How is everyone?
Amberlyn did something in Guarma. I don't know if you've been filled in with that.
What?
She went to
No.
She went to Guarma to, I think, learn more about medical. But while there, I'm still not, I don't know the full story, I don't quite understand, but for some reason she blew up part of a castle and freed someone.
Not a fella in Valentine. Got the balls to take me home.
Mr. Barletti and all of them had to go to Guarma just to get her released to them. And an agreement about blooding her every time she goes to the island as punishment. However, the Castilians who have the castle don't exactly like the punishment, and there's rumors that they may be at large looking for her. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's been rumors that they want more than just that as a punishment.
Is it so?
Yeah. Which, if that is indeed the case, I'm not entirely sure why Emberlyn is working behind the bar now, until all that's been resolved, because we were told, the bartenders were told to pretend like we've never seen her before, never heard her before. Kind of hard to do when she's working alongside you, you know?
She might be acting outside of the boundaries of Carlo's wishes.
I'm not entirely sure if she is or not. I had to retrain her because she's not been behind the bar in a while. Miss Barley had me retrain another bartender, or not retrain, train a new bartender that he hired, but I've not seen him since I trained him, so that probably is a bust. Atavia's been working hard, though. Maybe a little too hard. She went behind my back and did something, but at least I got results, and I guess it shows initiative.
What was the results? And what did she do?
She's one of the ones who are concerned by the fact that I was working too hard and trying to keep money in the kitchen. So she suggested that I talk to Mr. Barletti about, putting money into the kitchen, which, I mean, he's mentioned before. I just haven't gotten around to talk to him about actually doing it. I said, yeah, that needs to be done. I'll talk to him. But apparently, she sat him down and talked to him for me. I mean, he's paying $100 weekly now for helping with the rent, but that was supposed to be a conversation he and I were supposed to have, not Atavia. But, I mean, part of me gets that she's wanting to show that she's a hard worker and, taking initiative and all that. It just kind of frustrated me a little bit.
I can understand that.
I suppose I'm maybe a little bit what's the word, selfish when it comes to the kitchen project. I mean, you started it. I had the idea in the beginning, but you started it, so between the two of us, it's kind of like our projects, and The suggestions and everything are great, but I didn't need people to go behind my back and do stuff for benefit of the kitchen.
If we're we, I would say just move on. If next time she does this though, then put your foot down.
Yeah. Hello, Rudy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's just moving on from it. It's a little frustrating, but you know, I can move on. I can appreciate her initiative. So, and she's the only one that's been buying crates from us to sell at the bar. So, no one else has been taking initiative or seems to care enough to sell the specials. And I mean, I would.
It's a loss.
Yeah. I have noticed that the tomato soup is not really I'm not gonna say the Italian word, sorry. It is not selling as well. It seems everyone seems to be excited about pizza that sold. Atavia had to have 2 crates in that week because that sold pretty quickly. So I'm not entirely sure if we want to nix that or not.
No, we don't want to mix it. We'll put aside the tomatoes once you don't have any more tomatoes, alright? Once you finish using up all the tomatoes, then the tomato soup can be taken off the menu and replaced.
I've actually used up all the tomatoes unless you have more.
No, I don't. That was it. Whatever was in the kitchen was it.
I've been substituting the tomatoes for canned tomato for the soup because we were running out while I was making it.
The canned tomatoes you were using the soup.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say stop doing that.
Okay.
The canned tomatoes are specifically for the pizza.
All right.
Maybe we'll introduce minestrone, or maybe something else that's nice and popular.
That's what I was thinking, is maybe introducing that. Because we don't want, we want the demand of pizza up for the weeks that we have it. So we need to have other things to rotate out. It's just Atavia didn't seem very keen on buying more tomato soup after this.
Make something else. I trust your instinct.
Okay.
Anything new with you?
Oh, God. That's a loaded question. There's a new Irish family in the city.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the name?
They haven't really told me their name. There's they call each other family. They're not actually, you know, blood related. I mean, a couple of them are, but. Hello?
Damn it, I was hoping you didn't see me.
I honestly, I thought it was you, but then I was like, maybe not.
You can't tell the voice, and I'm all the way down here. I needed to speak with Lydia.
Yeah.
You going back up today?
Yeah. You're welcome to sit down and listen if you want to. I don't care. It's just about the kitchen.
You're alright. I'm about to keep working. You guys stay safe.
What's that on your belt?
Huh?
Wow. What did you do with that gun?
It's what I get from
Jeez.
Octavia.
It looks good. It looks like there might be like lapis lazuli pressed in there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got it for me.
It's very nice.
Why do you keep staring at me like that?
Just I didn't actually mean to crush there. All right, I'm gonna go back to work. You guys
All
stay
right,
safe.
see you.
Yeah. God damn it. I was hoping we wouldn't get caught.
We probably should have went somewhere less public then.
It was fucking raining.
Okay, yes.
I don't
true.
know anywhere. I mean, it's public.
True, okay.
I mean, I guess I know somewhere. Let's go.
You want to go?
Yeah, I know somewhere less public. I swear if James tattles on me, I'm gonna fucking hit him.
I don't think. I mean, I hope he doesn't.
If I hear about it from Meister Barletti, then I'll know he did. I need to grab something. Here, I want to give you something for the
Give me
for
something.
the kitchen. Yeah, put it towards the kitchen.
Okay. Are you sure?
That should be 2 weeks
Yeah.
without having to worry about it. Keep the change.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
It's a lot of fucking money. Okay.
I think we left the horses at the
Yeah, we did. So, are you supposed to just give the okay, get the okay to come back down? Is that what's...
yeah.
Mm.
So, I know myself. It's gonna take another week to flush the rest of the poison out.
Right.
But I've been too restless lately. I have to do something. I can't just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, I understand that. I can't...
I tried gold panning and I lost patience with it. I hate being this sober because all that happens is my fucking head just goes, you know. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense because that's what I do. That's the reason why I throw myself into work, because it keeps my brain focused on that. Yes, it may stress me out and I lose sleep, but I'd much rather focus on that than anything else that's going on in my head.
So you didn't finish telling me what's going on with Juice. Or did you?
I didn't know. We got interrupted. So the Irish family, Declan O'Reilly is, I guess, the head of the family. They became regulars at the Bastille, and he gained a special interest in me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Does that mean he wants you to be his girl?
Yeah, but there in the beginning, I mean, I guess it's lack of trust and everything else. I wasn't entirely sure if was the case, you know? I felt like I was
Are you sure
instead.
you're ready for that? Not to be rude, but we both know how you were feeling after you came back and, during your divorce.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm going too fast, but it's another distraction, I guess.
From a friend to a friend, you are going too fast. I'm sorry if that's rude or if that's harsh.
Yeah. Maybe I need that bluntness, honestly.
But it sounds like you had some misgivings about him.
Sounds like what?
Your voice sounds like you had some nervousness, some misgivings about him.
In the beginning, he was a little bit forceful with his questioning in words. Some of the questions made me raise my eyebrows. It almost seems more like he was trying to gain information and also try to recruit me at the same time, so I can be used by him the other way instead of Barletti.
What makes you think he isn't right now?
There's a few things. I mean, I focused on the questions and got very... Honestly, I felt really fucking crazy there for a while. Just paranoia and... Oh god. Easy, Eva. Paranoia and everything else, and even he pointed out that I was being fucking paranoid. It's like, yes, I am, for reasons. Obvious fucking reasons. But, he's been telling me things that someone who may be recruiting me or using me or whatever wouldn't be telling me. And
Unless they're trying to lure you into this false sense of security.
yeah, I thought of that, actually. Where are we going?
We're gonna go to top order. I tell you one thing. As someone who, as someone who will lie and say anything to get somebody else to tell me what I want to know. A snake if you want. man can lie through his fucking teeth. And it may sound like the truth if he believes it when he says it.
Right. I mean, that wariness is in the back of my head. Still, I'm not completely dropping my guard.
As long as you're keeping it in mind.
He wants to take me to Brandywine Drop and stay a night.
Why?
Just to have me alone, spend time together. Talk. He took me to the frontier the other day.
And you didn't come visit.
I didn't want to disturb you.
I see how it is.
I didn't want to disturb you, Will. Little shit.
Do you like him?
Okay, I have maybe an attraction to him. He's far different from anyone that I've ever been with before.
How so?
He actually knows what he wants. My ex-husband was fucking puppy dog of a man who didn't know what he wanted. And my ex from New York almost fucking killed me because of his aggression, so... I don't know, it's just, I guess exciting is the word. And that's probably not a good thing, but...
Just don't let it cloud your judgment.
Yeah. I just don't want to live my life. I mean, I obviously lack trust in...
Done right.
Lack trust in, everyone. I've been hurt one too many times to... Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to live my life in constant paranoia and not give people a chance, you know?
Okay. If he does anything to hurt you, let me know.
Of course. Virgil's been trying to get me to talk about him too, but he's always catching me when I'm in work mode. Miss Barley
You
has
know what?
already had a conversation with me about him. What?
I got a better location if you don't mind going a little bit further.
Okay.
Topwater is beautiful, but there's some place that trumps it.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Barley obviously doesn't trust him either, but he's always been wary of people. He's given me his warning that he might have an ulterior motive, which kind of started my paranoia about the man.
I believe he might have an ulterior motive as well. Even if right now he's showing you genuine feelings or maybe genuine curiosity.
I mean, I get the concern, but at the same time, Mr. Barley hasn't really put effort into talking to him. You don't know him, you just know him through what I've told you.
It's true, you're right. He just don't want you to get hurt.
I appreciate that. I don't want to get hurt either. I even told him that I've been hurt too many times. I don't want to get fucking hurt again. And he promises, of course, promises, you can only trust a promise from someone that you fully trust, I guess. He promises he's never going to hurt me. Are you okay? Sorry, the wind is a little high. What'd you say?
I'm concentrating.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you? No, you know what? Yeah, just concentrate. Just look ahead. He's scared of heights. So you need a moment?
Give me a second, yeah.
Okay. Why did you take me over here if you didn't want to cross that bridge?
Because we gotta get to the spot that I'm looking for.
Okay. That one was a little bit easier.
There's only 2 bridges that really set me off these days. Maybe 3. When I first came to the crossing, I couldn't even look over the edge of a cliff, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the same way with knives. After what happened to me in New York, I could barely even look at one. Now I still flinch and turn away when someone's brandishing a knife, but I'm doing better. I can actually use the knife in the kitchen, even though I'm really shaky, but haven't cut myself yet, so that's good. Oh god.
This one's, this bridge is only nice because when it gets foggy, I can't see shit.
And the fog is coming. Or I thought it was.
There was, hey, to, bend the sunlight.
Oh.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. So many fucking bridges. Poor Will. I've taken a scenic train over these. I brought my camera and the train conductor actually paused occasionally so I could take some photos. It's very beautiful up here.
Yeah, it is. Turn left.
Window Rock. I've not been over here before though. Is this Window Rock? I think it is.
The people of Wapiti, its ancestors, and the nations, First Nations people who have come to live in the crossing have named this place the Eye of the Creator.
Oh wow.
If you stand here and listen, it speaks to you.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. It's wind. I mean, if you think about it scientifically, it's just wind.
Yeah.
But sometimes nature is unexplainable.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I think that today's sciences are just a way for us to understand in a way that some people who don't want to know to a spiritual level.
I admit I'm not much of a spiritual person. I rely more on sciences. But
Oh, trust me, I'm not a spiritual person whatsoever. But I'm native myself, so I've been trying to learn.
that makes
My
sense.
mother was Mohawk. My father was Italian.
I see.
I don't know either of their names, only that she gave me the name Willow and gave me my father's last name. I guess in hopes of him finding me. But he hasn't made much of it, I guess.
Would you want him to find you?
At this point, I don't need him. I have a father and a woman I also call mother.
I see.
Even though she's technically supposed to be my age, she just likes mothering me. Yeah, it's whatever. Sometimes when you find family, it doesn't matter how the age is, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Age doesn't really matter, and just the bonds that you make instead.
Yeah. There's a grave at the top of this rock here.
There is.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I claimed it, and I'm not sure if you want to, but if you ever want to, take a friend.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised I didn't hurt myself in the frontier climbing around. I may have fallen off a roof in the city, so.
I've injured myself in cities more than I've injured myself out in the wilderness.
I don't come out here too often, which is, I mean, kind of defeats the purpose of me wanting to paint the crossing.
What do you mean what defeats the purpose? You not coming out here?
Yeah. I can't really paint the crossing if I'm not here experiencing things, right?
Then maybe, if you wouldn't mind, every now and then we just take a break, come out and paint something.
That's probably a good idea. I'd like that.
I used to draw when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Not very much anymore.
Why
I've
not?
not drawn since they burned my canvas when I was little. After that, I learned, well, you maybe can't do that.
Maybe you should pick it back up.
Do what with it? It's not too practical still, is it?
What was that?
Do what with it? It is not a practical skill, is it?
Are you saying my painting's not practical, so I should stop?
I didn't say that.
Then how come you can't pick it up? Everyone should have a creative outlet. It's helpful. Be it music, drawing, whatever, writing, whatever it may be.
Not a bad canvas, huh?
No, not at all. Beautiful.
The only eyesore is right there for Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a painting. You can paint it out.
Exactly. The artist puts their own impression on what it is they see. I had someone
say something. Go ahead.
I had someone commission me the other day to do a portrait. I normally do landscapes, but I don't mind doing a portrait occasionally. It's the first time I've ever completed a painting here in the crossing. I started on one, but it had too many memories attached to it, so I destroyed it. So it was nice, though, to complete a painting, though. Turns out the person who commissioned it died a few days later, so I had to give it to their loved ones instead.
That's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah. It's a sad moment. Made it bittersweet. I was excited to show them, and then the news. And of course, they didn't even look at it because, I mean, it's a picture of their lost ones, so.
If they get rid of it, they're going to regret it later.
Yeah. What were you going to say before?
I don't know if I should now.
Why not?
I'm saying this to you in full confidence that you will not repeat this to anyone.
Okay.
Not even Carlo.
Alright.
Sincerely, gain my lucidity. I've been thinking about leaving, disappearing. Let the snow eat me up.
Why?
I wish I knew. Something's broken up there. Ain't no reason to leave Carlo, but Aiden, Adam, no one's done anything to me to make me want to leave. Everyone's done everything to help me. No one's taken advantage of me. No one's treating me like I'm nothing. And yet I still want to run away. Or worse.
It's... I know the feeling that you're talking about. That's the reason why I left New York. I can't even begin to tell you how to quiet that, besides putting yourself into work, distracting yourself. Because you know logically that that voice is wrong. Even if it's louder than your logic. That little voice was telling you that that one is wrong. At least I hope so. Because it is. I think you and I both need to feel useful, to have a purpose. We feel like we become nothing when we don't have that purpose. Can't really have much purpose when you're up there in the mountains, besides surviving, obviously. Could you at least hold out until you get back to the city? See if that voice quiets down when you get back to work and with people.
In an Italian family, every member is useful.
I'm aware.
And you know what happens when they're not.
Yes, I'm aware.
I'm getting close to that. And I know it.
But the fact that they gave you time to sober up should show you that you're still this feels so bad to say that you're still of use to the family, that they have hope that you'll pick things back up again once you're sober. I hate the fact that the family is like this, but I guess that's what we signed up for when we joined the Bar Ladies, right?
It wouldn't matter what family you join. It doesn't matter if they're Italian, if they're native, if they're just an outlaw gang or a tradesman. If you're not useful, you're cast out. That's what I've learned in my life.
Yeah,
If you become a burden to them in any way, you immediately get kicked out, even if you're doing better, which makes you go back down into the ditch. I've been part of 4 families, and I don't just mean Italian families. I've been told, oh, yeah, I'll adopt your kiddo. Almost 6 times. And I've been abandoned each time. Because I'm too much of a burden, too emotional, too loud, too angry. too vacant, not there enough, not putting in the effort, not useful. But there were reasons why I felt that way among them.
Valid reasons, I guess.
There was a whisper keeper up in New York. That's where I got my name Whispers from. I learned that skill when I was young. I was working for this group of traders after I got out of juvie, or whatever it's called. You know, down here, I don't know what it's called down here. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's a prison for the younger folks.
Yeah.
I worked for them for a couple of years, but all I was a stepping stone for them. They took everything I built for them. And it might sound strange for a 16-year-old kid to have launched a gang. But I did. According to them, I was too emotionally unstable to keep leading. I was a liability. I was a murderer. One of our own members were, well, they became a liability because all they were doing was setting fires at every doorstep, if you understand my meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
So I ordered the group of us to kill them. The group ended up putting that against me and two other infractions. Despite the fact that later I heard that they went on to do even more heinous crimes than I had initially done.
I think what you did was the right thing to do based on what you said. But I suppose not everyone's
According
gonna
to the
have...
lady, one of the ladies that was working for me, I had a superiority complex, a savior complex of some sort. I don't understand why she thought I was superior to everybody, but
I could see that being a good and bad thing, but any sort of... I honestly wished I was a little bit more like that. I'm definitely the complete opposite.
yeah. The next family I worked for was an Italian family. They ran a pawn shop. They had me go out every day with a load of wagon full of product. I had to sell it It was junk. It was things people could use, but may not. And I had to figure out how to sell it. I marked up the prices from the ones they gave me. And ended up making on a profit. But I was only allowed to keep 20% of it. Everything else went to the family. They made between $4,000 to $6,000 off of me before I got injured during one of my days off. There was a new guy wanted to know what the city was like. And so I showed him around just to be nice. And then it turned out to be just there to steal my guns. I told him, you better not do that. Well, I think the man wanted to know what I would do. Because he left me a knife. And after he uncuffed me and was about to leave, I came at him with my knife. Even though he had that shotgun pointed at me. Couldn't speak for almost 4 years. The only reason why I survived, I remember this, is I was passing out. The same motherfucker that shot me showed me more fucking compassion than the family I worked for. He picked me up and brought me to the doctor's office and got me stable. As soon as the doctor came by, he took over. He left. He actually left me his name. His motherfucking name. A calling card asking me to come find him. Because that's the only fucking way I can think of who would leave a fucking calling card like that.
Yeah.
Never did find him. And even though I showed the paper to the family, they never tried to find him. Never. Or if they did, they didn't tell me. They didn't seem to care much. Because I wasn't an associate yet. See, they had me do all that work. All that labor without actually making me an associate.
Yeah. Seems about right. Taking advantage of the situation.
I worked so goddamn hard just to only be considered after they did a purge. Got rid of a good amount of their peoples, my friends, my mentor, Eddie Scarpa. He's the one who gave me the name Whispers.
I see.
They found his body in an alley a couple days after he died. Murdered. Knives in the back. And just for good measure, they shot him. Over and over again. If I remember correctly, there was at least 2 guns with how many bullets was in them.
I see.
And ashamed to admit, I cried. And I cried for him every year.
I mean, that's understandable.
I consider that man my first father.
It's even more understandable that you cried for him.
Next family I worked for was the Solanos. Big Bill Solano. They have no relation to Tony Solano, so get that out of your head.
Okay.
They were surprised too when there was another Solano in the area and was completely unrelated to Bill. I didn't stick around much. I didn't work very hard for them. Afterward, I feel like betrayal of the last family. They made me an associate anyway, even though I wasn't trying. I suppose the only reason why that family fell apart was because the family fell apart.
Not a strong enough family.
Yeah. A couple of them was rolled into the Barlettis. I was basically sold off to Carlo. I know it's weird, but I had a debt to Bill Solano. we was told we were to be working for the Ballettis now. I was told that whatever I owed was owed to Carlo. I don't know what Carlo was told.
Hmm. I take it
Right? Go ahead.
this family is then the crossing, then not New York.
They're no longer in the crossing. But yeah, well, we were in New York by this point. We came here together.
Okay.
I think that same instruction messed up in my head. What I said was, we had left New York. I'm making that clear. We showed up here in the crossing together. And the family slowly fell apart. Things started to unravel it back in New York. Bill had to go back to New York several times and just stay there for long spans of time. Not long enough. I mean, too long. To the point where everything we were building here kind of fell apart. And Bill was kind enough to give those that settled down here and wanted to stay a choice. Come back to New York and keep working for Bill. Or start working for Mr. Barletti.
So that's how you joined. I know I met you before you even joined the Barlettis. You walked into the bar. I'm not gonna admit something, actually. Never mind.
Oh, what? Go ahead and say it. I want to hear it. Come on.
I mean, I was admittedly a little bit more skittish. I mean, I'm still a little skittish, but still rather new when you came into the bar. And you just had this, I don't know, look about you, the tone of voice. I was a little intimidated by you.
Intimidated by me? You really sure know how to stroke a man's ego here. Has that changed any of you? Have I shown you too much of myself for you to be terrified of me anymore?
Did you want me to continue to be terrified by you?
No.
What? What was that tone of
Maybe.
voice?
We're moving on.
I got to know you more, so. I mean, you still have that edge. I'm just not as intimidated.
Moving on. I went to go deliver some shine one day. This was after I met Sione, who I call my brother. I actually found him. He was knocked off of his horse, and hit his head or something. He was supposed to be hunting, and he was passed out just outside of Thieves Landing along the ridge towards Don Julio.
Oh, okay.
You know the cliffs.
Yeah.
Picked him up. And, we started working Shine together for a little bit there. I didn't tell him what it was, but I mean, he wasn't a stupid kid. He was an innocent kid, but he wasn't stupid.
Right.
And I delivered some Shine in Wapiti when there's this ceremony going on and long discussions. It was curious because I'd never seen so many natives in my fucking life. Last time I saw natives was in New York, and they were not very welcoming.
Yeah.
The only thing I retained from New York was these feathers that are in my hair. These are actually owl feathers. I won't get too sidetracked, but I do need to note to you that technically among Mohawk, owls are a sign similar to a raven or a crow. Ominous, not necessarily bad luck, not necessarily good luck, but an omen nonetheless.
Right.
Now that's a curious story.
Yeah, that is a curious story why they would.
What happened was not about the owl, but what happened. The reason why I even have these is because I was walking along a ridge with a couple of friends when we were exploring, and this owl got in between us. It's broad daylight, by the way. Broad daylight. Suddenly the owl got between us and right in front of me, smashed his head against the rock.
Oh God.
And one of them made a joke. Well, look at that, native boy. You can have that. That's yours, isn't it? Well, I took it anyway.
And that's how you got the feathers.
Sure. Yes. And that's practically the end of that little tiny story. But going back to what I was saying about that last family, it was up in Wapiti. And a man named River Warrior said I could come join them at the fire. He asked me my name, and I immediately picked up that Willow was not an Italian name. And so I told him. My mother gave that to me. She was native, but I'm not sure what tribe. When they asked me if I had any tokens from her, I showed them the necklace that I retained from her. And they said, this is a wampum beaded necklace. This is Mohawk.
Hmm.
And it just so happens we have a Mohawk here. So I made Flying Eagle. Jag kon comfort. We just ended up Flying Eagle. That family with Petey was one of the best experiences of family I've ever had. And I wish it lasted. I really do.
Yeah.
They were the reason why I left the Barlettis. I gave Mr. Barletti a gold coin, a gold bar that I got from a... Somebody paid me in a gold bar. It was crazy.
I had
To make them a gun, because I was working as a blacksmith at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know what to do with a gold bar, so River Warrior pushed me to make a decision whether or not to continue living in the city or continue living up north. And I decided to stay with the natives. We went down, met with Mr. Barletti. And paid him off. Paid my freedom in a way. Now, in hindsight, one gold bar does not constitute shit. But Mr. Barletti is kind, very kind, kinder for his own good than he has any right to be. To be honest.
Yeah, he is.
They fell apart due to politics.
I see. I'm sorry that happened. Seemed like a great family to be in.
For a while, it was. For a while, they didn't know me well enough to have any animosity towards me. But slowly it started building up. Because apparently I'm too brash, too bullheaded, too angry. They can't tell when I'm angry and when I'm normal. Because I'm too fucking loud or whatever.
So even they pushed you out?
The writing was on the wall by the time everybody was packing up to leave. They headed up the mountain and beyond the frontier, and I did not go with them because I know that they did not want me. I had worn out their patience. And I don't blame them, but their exodus wasn't really about me.
Right. Part of it felt like it was, though, for you, right?
Yeah.
We're built by our experiences, and I can see you've gone through a lot. It's no wonder that you feel the way that you feel. But the one way to defeat those feelings is by being stubborn and show them that you can push on. Show them what you can do. Oh, god damn it. Now I gotta remember that.
What'd you say?
Which part did you hear?
We're shaped by our experiences, and then my ear just popped.
I said it's no wonder that you feel the way that you feel, given all that you've been through. But in order to prove those feelings wrong, you have to be stubborn, which I know you are, and willful, and do things that just to, prove that voice in your head wrong. Keep pushing forward. Though we are built by our experiences, it is the past. And we are more than capable of changing our future. Life might throw some things at us, but we are capable of figuring ways around those obstacles and keep pushing forward. I think all of us would be crawling into holes and hiding away if not. It might be some of people's natures, but it's not all of our natures to do something like that. believe in you.
You might be the only one who does at this point.
Well, then I'll be the sole person cheering in their sidelines until other people get with the program and stop being fucking stupid.
That depends on whether or not Carlo gives me a chance, another chance. This would be my last if he does.
Why are you already setting yourself up for failure? He's given you this chance. He's waiting for you to come back and get back to things.
Because I'm not going to be blinding myself with the hope that this family, this group, sees me in anything but a tool.
I mean, no, obviously not, but at the same time, you don't need to set yourself up for failure like you're gonna mess up again. That's good.
But I am going to mess up. That's how humans are built. I have messed up so many times. I don't know how to be reliable. I don't know how to be useful. Besides making money.
Right.
What's crazy is that nobody's made me feel this way. Nobody in the world that has hurt me. Carlo, Adam, you've all been the kindest to me that I ever expected. I did not expect it. I'm so fucking terrified to mess up.
You and I both. How strong are your loyalties to Barletti? If another family came along, for example, that seems more promising to you, would you move on?
No. No, I don't think I would. I don't think there is anywhere else for me to go. And to be honest, I don't want to leave. But I don't want to be such a warden that one day one of them's got to take me out. I don't expect them to care, but I care about them.
That's such a hard thing to accept.
If it happens, I'll accept it. But also in my soul, it tells me to run.
To run or to fight?
What is there to fight? It's not my choice if I live or die.
Yes, it is. You're your own person. Whether we're part of this family or not, you are still your own person. You can't just accept something like that. You can't just roll over.
I know, I know. I know that on a conceptual level. But
I don't think I would, maybe I would run in the beginning just to, gather my strength, but Keeb and I would fight. Not entirely sure how, but because I can understand how a family is run, liabilities get taken out, but it depends on what they consider liabilities compared to mistakes. And if I fully believe that the mistakes that I may or may not have done don't warrant me being taken out, I'm gonna fucking fight. I've run enough in my life. I don't want to run anymore.
Sorry.
For what?
Making you down.
It's okay. Thank you.
The stars are shown to show.
Yeah, they are. Do you prefer stargazing then?
Hmm. Every one of my horses has been named after the stars, after planets. Nebula, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Kuiper. That's an asteroid belt.
I prefer my sunrises, but I do like the stars as well.
I don't know what it is. I really don't. Because it's not like I could see them in this city.
Maybe that's why. It's not something you can really see in the city, so it's only something you can
Yeah,
really see
but
out here.
as a kid, we both grew up in New York. You know how much smog there is in that fucking sky.
Yeah. Even over in Manhattan.
I grew up in the Bronx.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of smog there.
Not sure if it really made it into the papers, or maybe it didn't, but there was a pretty big drug bust in New York back in I think it would be 88. Maybe no, it would have been 82.
Hmm.
I was really stoned out of my mind during that time. That's when I got hooked to opium. chain of orphanages was shut down. Not sure if you read about that either. Well, that's all connected. The woman who was running one of my orphanages, what she would do was the kids who were the least likely to be adopted, they had to earn their bed and breakfast. So the way we earned it was to smuggle large amounts of opium from one side of the city to another. It wasn't just opium, but the one I smuggled most was opium. It's around the time I got addicted. Now that stupid ghost has come back to haunt me again.
Yeah. I think I read something about that in papers, though I tend to not really read the papers too often, especially after my own story landed in them, so. Seem to be less about news and more about, I mean, obviously news, but you know they did it for the gossip, drama.
Oh yeah, I know. Very rarely it was something important actually covered.
Yeah. And it seems the same way here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
My boyfriend at the time, he also got into opium. He, it was, he was already very snappish in the beginning, but, it made him worse. A lot of yelling matches. I don't know why I stuck with them, honestly. Maybe it just, I felt like I deserved it. I don't know. But, 4 years ago, during my twin's birthday party, he, was celebrating too hard between the alcohol, and I know he was already drugged up. So, I got tired of dealing with him, so I stepped out of the manor and into the garden to give a fresh air. And he followed me. And he tried to get a kiss out of me, and I pushed him away. It's like, this is not happening, not with the way that you're being right now. And he backhanded me. It's the first time he's ever actually touched me like that. I still kick myself for choosing what I did, but I didn't go back to the party and tell my bodyguards or my brothers what the fuck happened. I was so embarrassed and shocked, and instead I walked to my art studio. I figured, you know, some alone time, paints, try to get my head around what the fuck just happened. And he followed me. He was so angry, and he followed me, and he blocked the exit. I tried to run from him, but through.
Hey, breathe. You're alright. You're safe. I tried to do everything I could, call for help, throw things at him, try to get to the exit, but he had a knife. I have a scar across my forehead from him slashing at me. That's the reason why I have bangs and keep my cat covered. And he stabbed me in the gut. I was in a pool of my own blood. Left there, he sobered up enough to realize what he did, and he ran. I would have died if it wasn't for my twin having this feeling that something was wrong. I wasn't at the party, so it was him who saved me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Carl. Is it okay if I hug you?
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Scars are not ugly. I'm just letting you know that.
I know. But they can hold memories that you don't really want to remember.
Yeah. I should get back up to the north before Carlo hears how long I've been gone.
Okay. Yeah, I probably should get back to town.
You're gonna be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. You can always talk to me.
What I meant was thank you for being comfortable enough to share me your story.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If you ever need a break from everything, you can come here. This place is full of stories. All those handprints, those markings, they tell a story. Thousands of them.
Yeah, I think I will.
Who knows? Maybe the art creator will tell you her story one day.
You think so?
Yeah. Like I told you, I've never been a spiritual person, but being here has given me faith. And I need to come here more often to remind myself that.
I think that would be a good thing to do. I guess we should start heading out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Careful on the rocks. We don't want you slipping.
Right.
Especially with those damn heels. Look at those heels. What the hell are you doing?
I'm short. I'm trying to make up for it.
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
I hope to see you back in the city soon.
Yeah. We'll see about that. I'm not saying that gravely. I'm saying we'll see.
Of course.
Stay safe.
You too.
And don't let some smooth talk smooch you down the wrong path. You know Miss Barley cares about you.
It's kind of hard to tell, but
Oh, trust me. You'd know if he didn't like you.
yeah, I guess that's true. Okay. I'll see you, I guess, when I see you again.
Yeah. Hopefully maybe Tuesday, Wednesday.
That'd be good.
If I make it out of this, I'll share a couple of ideas I have for the rest of you.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few ideas I have too, so we'll work together on it.
Sounds good.
How the fuck do I get back? I guess I go back the way I came.
It is the easiest route. Quite straightforward.
Okay.
If you take that road that we came up from towards PD, take it all the way down, it'll take you down the road.
Okay. See you later. Oh my goodness, that was an interesting scene. I was not expecting it to go the way it did. I probably should get my damn rifle out, to be honest. Since I'm going by myself. I need to get down to Valentine and then I gotta head out. Oh god damn it, are you kidding me right now? Why does it do that sometimes? I don't understand. I gotta get down to Valentine and then I gotta head out. Here's when we kind of cut that off. I mean, it was a long one anyways. Long session, but I also need to go down to Valentine. I gotta log out pretty quickly once I get to Valentine, so I'm not gonna be raiding or anything or checking telegrams, which I'm sure I probably have some. Yeah, I wasn't expecting any of that, honestly. That was a great scene. And she can't really say anything to anyone about it because Will's not supposed to be down, so something to think about silently. Actually, you know what? I gotta go pretty quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. She's gonna reflect. She's gonna stand here and reflect on things. Alright? So, I will be back later on. Bye-bye.